What's going on? It's Fuego here, and today I'm going to be playing a monstrosity of a deck, and as you can see, I'm playing Evo Pekka Evo Goblin Giant. Now, this deck really does just look like a complete pile, but I promise you, people have actually been using this deck and getting wins with it, so I was like, alright, I got to give it a shot, right? You got some pretty fun cards in here with the big ones I just mentioned, and then you also have the Goblin Curse plus double small spell combo. So this deck is definitely deadly. And one unique thing about the deck that you'll realize very quickly is that we're running the Royal Chef Tower Troop. And the Royal Chef Tower Troop is not a good Tower Troop. I think most people would agree with that. But in this deck, it just kind of works. Like, getting the buffed up Goblin Giant and Pekkas make it so hard for your opponents to defend. So it actually does kind of work out in this deck a little bit. And that's what we're going to be showing off in today's video. So we're in the first match here against Marmar. He's got an Exe Golden Knight Drill deck. Very interesting. And I think I'm just going to have to Pekka on top of this Exe, man. Sometimes with this deck, you're going to get caught in awkward cycles and just not really going to have many plays. So you do have to just kind of eat some damage and just try and set yourself up as best as you can for your next push. And I'm actually going to go for my Goblin Curse arrows right here. Kill the guards. Pekka's still alive. Come on, give me one shot. Nice. Pekka's making its way to the tower. But, oh, man, Tornado actually does save this guy. I thought for sure we were getting a hit right there. So he did defend that, which honestly I am impressed. But as you can see, we are up a little bit of elixir and we have our fully powered Royal Chef. So this next push could be a little bit deadly. Let's start off with our Goblin Machine here. Good looks there. And yeah, with this deck, I love abusing the Goblin Machine behind my big pushes because, man, that rocket can definitely stack up. Let's go for our Goblin Giant here. I want to try and get to my Evo if possible, and then I think we'll probably just reset for our next push. Since he has the Evo Exe down, that means that we're really not going to get too much value from this push, but now we have a level 16 Pekka in the back already rolling. Exe is basically dead as well. He goes for the Evo Snowball. Does get the Bomber, but that's okay. Do I need to kill this Exe? I need this Exe to die ASAP. Perfect. And now we're building up the largest push you've ever seen. All right, so let's get everything down here. I have my Goblin Curse at the ready if we need it. Perfect stuff there. Let's see. Does he play the guards? I'm ready for the guards, man. Whenever you play them, I am ready. Okay, looks like he's holding off for now. There we go. We can go for our Goblin Curse Rage. Kill those. Still has to worry about the Pekka on top of the tower. I'm going to pre-arrows just for anything. Pekka's taking down the tower. Goblin's on the left lane, and he does have enough time to take our tower, so I won't over-defend. But look at this comeback, ladies and gentlemen, at the buzzer, man. We get his tower, and I'm ready to get this 2-crown. All of a sudden, we are in a great position to win this match. We're up 2,000 damage, and we have a level 16 Evo Pekka walking all the way back here. This is beautiful. So, as you can see, I'm kind of just turning my brain off, stacking my Goblin Giant, my Goblin Machine, everything possible. Do I actually split lane here? I think I might split lane a little bit just because of that Evo Exe. Normally, I like to go same lane as much as possible, but I think this just makes the most sense. Let's go for the pre-rage. Oh, we actually hit the guards. I'm going to arrows as well. Just make sure all of that dies. Exe dies to the Pekka. Goblin Giant's on top of tower, and I don't know if he can stop this. So much damage from the Goblin Giant. I'm going to spam once more with the Evo Goblin Giant. He tornadoes to the king. Okay, honestly, good defense by this guy once again, but there's so much pressure on top of his tower. And guys, that's going to do it. That's good game, and that's a 3-crown to start off the video here. And I think that's a great declaration of how strong this deck is. My biggest tip with this deck is to never give up. All it takes with this deck is one push to completely overwhelm your opponent, and a lot of times once you start making those second and third pushes and you get your evos in and you have enough elixir for your spells, that's when things get really deadly. So I feel like most matchups do get better as they progress with this deck, so definitely keep that in mind when you're running it. But we're in the next one here against Hitman, and it looks like this could be Splashyard. So we don't have any inherently good graveyard counters. We don't have a Poison. We don't have a Valkyrie. But we do have a bunch of spells at our disposal. So I think that's probably going to be my game plan for defending most of these graveyards, assuming that's what our opponent's running here. So let's see. We got the Pekka. We got the Goblin Giant. I mean, this is a fair push already. And yes, guys, we see the Tombstone. Tombstone is great because that just means I'm going to get a fat Goblin Curse. So that's probably going to force out a spell from our opponent here. Let's start these goblins. He plays an early bar barrel, so he has to defend these goblins once more. He's running the Cannoneer Tower Troop, so he could be in a little bit of trouble. And look at that, guys. Goblin Giant plus the Goblin. I'm actually going to rage this Goblin. Look at that one pesky goblin getting thousands of damage on top of the tower. That is a great start to this match, man. Only a minute in with about 3,000 damage already. And that is beautiful. So as you can see, guys, if you make one mistake playing against this deck, like, it can be deadly. You can lose your whole tower. So that's the game plan here. Just make your opponent make mistakes. We got the level 16 Evo Pekka rolling in the back left right now, and I don't know if I want to use my Evo Goblin Giant here. I think the Goblin Machine might actually be better, just because the Goblin Machine really does a great job at sniping out support units. So, like, right now, you can see his Baby Dragon's going to get shredded. I'm going to just arrows here instead of my Goblin Curse this time. Hopefully that Ice Wiz dies. Okay, you know what? Yeah, he honestly defends that well, and that's kind of the reason I wanted to save my Evo Goblin Giant. I didn't want to go completely in because I had a good feeling he would walk away since it was still single elixir. So I am kind of, I want to go Pekka here. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for it. Okay, he resets with a Tombstone. Perfect. And we do have 2 of our spells in hand. So if he goes in for the graveyard, we should be able to defend that. And okay, I think he's waiting on me to overcommit because he's really just resetting in the back right now, getting ready for all my big pushes, which is a fair play. I'm going to Goblin Curse on defense right now. 20% damage amplification, just killing everything. Beautiful stuff. Bomber the bridge to take out this Tombstone. And once again, I'll probably just reset with the Evo Pekka, level it up from the Royal Chef, and we are just rinse and repeating right now. Oh, is he going in now? He is. So one of our better graveyard counters is actually the Evo Goblin Giant. I'm going to go with my curse as well to start spawning some goblins to take out all these graveyard skeletons. And look at that, guys. He barely got any damage. Goblin Curse and Goblin Giant are 2 underrated graveyard counters that this deck definitely has, which is beautiful. And I think he may have overcommitted a tad here, but Splashyard is a very good deck, so I would not be surprised if he got away with it. Bomber's cleaning everything up. I do have my Goblin Curse if he goes for a... Honestly, I might just Goblin Curse anyway, just get that damage amplification. Oh, we catch the Tombstone. Hold on, he's in trouble now. Let's spawn all these skeletons. Can we kill the Valk is the question. Pekka swing. Let's go. Goblin Giant's getting so much damage there. We are very close. We're closing in on victory, but we do need to secure this one. So let's get a buffed Goblin Machine to just start spamming down everything here. And at this point, we could probably just Spell Cycle, right? I'm going to go for my Goblin Curse on top of tower. We have the arrows as well. Looks like he's going in. That is fine by me. I'll go Goblin Giant to defend. And let's see. We need 59 from the Rage, so I will Rage on defense here. And then Bomber's going to clean up. So, I mean, yeah, you guys can see how strong this deck is. It is no surprise that this deck definitely has some amazing potential against even the better defensive decks such as Splashyard. We still really didn't have much trouble breaking through it all. In the last match here against El Professor, looks like we might be going up against a YouTuber here, so we'll share him some love. Drops the good luck, good stuff there. And yeah, I mean, in terms of starting plays with this deck, I do like to cycle my Bomber early, because by the time that my Royal Chef bar fills up, I normally have enough for a Pekka or a Goblin Machine. And then, you know what? Honestly, I'm not scared of going in single elixir against most decks. Honestly, I just kind of react to what my opponent plays. So if they play a card like a Hunter, I might be more inclined to go with my Goblin Machine or something to snipe it out. Oh, he plays the Monk, though. I think we'll just let that go. We'll reset in the back here. So what I'm seeing so far is this is probably looking like an RG deck. I mean, Hunter and Monk, those are 2 pretty popular RG cards, followed up by the Fisherman. Oh, does that Fisherman die? It does. Hold on. Fisherman and Monk are out of cycle. I think this is a beautiful time to go in, boys. Let's go at it here. We do have the Goblin Curse if you play some Skeletons, but no, just goes for the... Oh, Evo Skeletons, man. A Curse would have been nice, but that is okay. Hunter is dead. He still has to worry about the Mega Minion slapping his tower, and we get a ton of damage off of our first push here. Goblin Machine gets a last-second rocket, which is a plus 300 damage for us, so very good start here. Now, since we assume that our opponent is playing RG, we need to think about how we're going to defend that Royal Giant. So, obviously, our best counter is going to be the Pekka, but this guy does have the Fisherman, so we need to make sure that his Fisherman's either out of cycle or is blocking and can't pull our Pekka if we use that to defend the Royal Giant. So we both kind of reset here with our stronger troops in the back. And I want a Pekka again. Is that crazy? I'm going to go for it. He does have the Evo Hunter in cycle, so this could be a slight... Wait, no, okay, he's not running the Evo Hunter then, right? That's his 3rd one, unless if I'm mistaken here. I'm pretty sure he played one super early on, and then he played one on defense. I'm going to go for my Goblin Curse here. Just get a extra Goblin tank for our Pekka a little bit. Very nice stuff. Pekka's just healing, forcing out a ton of elixir. And, oh, man, if we would have killed that Hunter, that would have been big time for us. But... We are 1 card off of our Pekka, so I'm probably going to go for my Goblin Machine low here. We have the Pekka back in cycle, but like I said, he does have the Fisherman, which is definitely something we need to be cognizant of. I think I'm going to go Pekka in the back, though, because I don't see him going RG opposite lane. I do have the Mega Minion in cycle, so let's see what he's kind of rolling for here. I'm going to, let's go for the, let's Rage over here. I don't know. I kind of have a weird hand with all these spells right now. I'll go for the arrows as well. Oh, okay, nice. We do get that. Does he pop the Monk ability? Doesn't look like he does. Okay, I'll Goblin Curse here just for the extra damage amplification. And hold on. Now we have 2 Pekkas. He just went for a, honestly, very aggressive RG. Does not get any damage. And we're going to have a good counter push here. I think I'm even going to play my Evo Goblin Giant as well. The Evo Pekka is full health here. Gonna get pulled by the Fisherman. That's good. Let's go for our Goblin Curse. Just get that 20% damage amplification on everything. And I don't see any way my boy stops this, guys. And that's gonna be a very good game. So as you can see, really what this deck does well is punishing your opponent's mistake. My opponent went just a little bit too aggressive and we completely shredded his tower because of it. But that's gonna do it all for this one, guys. So thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe if you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out. If you made it to the end of the video, I actually lost a bet, so I deeply apologize for this. Mustard!